What is up, ladies and gents? Everyone else, Slappy here with ETM 540 Clubhouse, back in the shop for some more Nash action. And holy crap, thank you guys so much for the initial response to us wanting to work on this car. I am freaking super stoked there's that many people interested in us working on this little mini beast. So we're going to keep that ball rolling. I was actually going to do a different project for this week, but I decided I'm going to do that one later. We're going to keep rocking on this thing. But instead of doing anything cosmetically or anything that we're going to do as far as additional parts, I want to get to the heart, the beat, the freaking strength and pride in this little Okay, so sorry about that. Sometimes I get a little excited. So I figured we would get into weight reducing, emissions, deleting the old 22R motor, because that's going to be one of the first things that we're going to have to figure out how we're going to fit in that freaking little hood over there. And what was cool is I actually posted this on a few of the Nash enthusiast sites, expecting them to just be like, "You ain't doing that with the Nash. You can complete it." I'm sorry. You guys didn't sound like that. I'm so sorry. Now, actually, a lot of people were really freaking stoked about it. And I had some insight from some other people who've done motor swaps in dimensions of what you need to do and this and that. And luckily, it's not going to take much. So we got a pretty good line on things. But I figured we still got to reduce. We still got to get rid of some crap and do some stuff. Yeah. Oh, you like that shirt? That's right, baby. Rat Rod Magazine. That's Tracy and Jerry. Freaking love those two. I had the pleasure of spending some time with them at Rat City Ruckus. They are the owners of Rat Rod Magazine. I am fortunate enough to be able to work for them at some events and do some filming and get some footage of stuff that's going on within the Rat Rod community. So go check them out. Go follow all their social medias and whatnot. Badass people. Awesome publication. Support your local magazine. But anyways, let's get to this. All right, first step in all this is we're going to get our ultrasonic cleaner heated up. Got to plug it in first, of course. And we actually got this thing thanks to one of our channel sponsors, Shakedown Seasoning. Patrick bought it for me off my Amazon wish list. And we do actually have a wish list down in the description. So if you want to support the channel, we do have certain things that we need to buy for projects and just for the shop in general that really help us out. So this was one of them, and I use the crap out of this thing now. The moment that I started using it, it just, changed things up. So for now, we got to get this temperature up to our 68 degrees Celsius, 155 degrees Fahrenheit for our Candia friends. Yeah, that's supposed to say Canada. Okay, whatever. And of course, every good motor breakdown needs a good workbench. So we are going to use the hood of my car. Whoop. You gotta protect the paint, you know what I mean? Gotta protect that paint. So make sure you put your old bathroom towel down. Alright, off to a good start. Now this stuff we don't currently need right now, so we're just gonna remove all that. And then actually we're right into the meat and bones of it. So some of this stuff is gonna have to be replaced. Actually, that's not too bad. So some of it I'm gonna throw in the trash, and some of it I'm going to just take off and put off to the side. But right now we're just looking to get rid of the emissions and the AC pump and anything else that we don't need. There is a power steering pump, and I do actually have the power steering pump itself, but I don't know if we're going to run that yet or not. So let me look something up really quick, and we'll get into the first thing. It might have to be that car because it looks like it's got a lot going on there. Okay, hang on. Okay, so yeah, I love my state. I love California, but the emissions that are on an older motor like that and what I have to get through to remove them is a bunch of bullshit. I'm just saying. I hope that whatever needs to happen to get emissions toned down to a point where that just, okay. So the diagram that I saw has two idler pulleys, one of them being centralized in the engine, and then the other one actually controls the emissions. Now, off that one emissions pump, goes to like hundreds of vacuum hoses. So in order to combat that, I can only do one thing and grab only a few different sets of tools. So let me show you what I'm going to get. To start, we just need our handy dandy Milwaukee Impact. Let's get our batteries out. Yeah, there we go. Just because. And then we're going to use this with a whole lot of these. Oh, wait, one more. Yep. There we go. That's it. And just in case. Okay. And I guess maybe we'll get sockets. I mean, that would be kind of good considering. Let's see. Yep. There is metric. Okay. And yes, I am missing some. It's always been that way. So if you ever come across those, let me know. Yep. Got a couple of those missing too. Okay. Where is my adapter? There it is. Now we're good. All right, let's do this. We're just going to start getting some stuff out of the way because, yeah, why not? Oh, a little hard water there. There is just going to be a lot of stuff that, yeah, generally just does not need to be used. So I'm trying to not remove too much just in case, but we want to get just enough removed to where we feel like we've gotten somewhere. And stuff like that right there is what I'm worried about. These look like they all run to this freaking pump that is going to be unnecessary, as well as this AC. I do not need AC. So let's do something about that. These belts do not look good, so I don't feel bad about cutting them, but I also don't want to do that too soon. So, yeah. All right, let's get this AC pump. Now, I just realized that we never even really tested to see if these things free. We were told it was free, but yeah, we never did this, so let's check. Yep, we are good. Oh yeah, belts are a little crunchy, but she's good to go. It's always a good thing to check before you start ripping into something. Let's get some of this stuff off of here. Oh, okay. It's gonna be like that? Oh my goodness. Do we have ourselves a little gem here? Like, oh my gosh. I mean, they're not loose to the point of concern, but holy crap. I thought we were gonna have more fight. So for the sake of that, I think I'm going to put you guys on time lapse. If I come across anything that's kind of like, I should talk about it, then I'll get that all squared away. But for now, let's just go after it. And there's plenty of these emission delete type videos, so you could check those out. But for now, I just want to get the unnecessary crap that I know we don't need off of here. It's mainly on this left side of the engine. But yeah, let's just go after it. Hell yeah. Okay, so the two main pumps that I wanted to get off, which was the AC and then the emissions pump, came off fairly easy. So look at that gap that already opened up. I mean, that's insane. That big old hole there now. And there's a few of the bolts that I am going to put back on those units, because if they're still good, I'm going to sell them. But now that we've got those out of the way, I feel more comfortable finding all the emissions crap that's all over that. So we're just little at a time going to just start kind of chipping away at it. And basically the way that you can tell if it's emissions or not is if it just doesn't look like it needs to be there. If you look at an old Chevy 350 with a freaking whatever type you like, Holly, Edelbrock, I know some people swing both ways, just saying, but whatever you decide, and then you look at just a basic air cleaner setup, no AC, no power steering. It is a basic engine bay. It shouldn't look like this. Now, the motor that I was sent online, the picture of the motor I was sent online, was super clean, and that's what I'm just trying to get it to. So long as we can get a majority of the things that I just know shouldn't be there, I'm going to be happy. And then we'll put a pile together and see how much we got rid of. So, yeah, let's go back to the old time lapse, and we'll get into some of this other stuff and go from there. Okay, well, in comes the part where I'm not specifically sure on what else to remove. I mean, I know what other emission stuff I need to get off, like the exhaust manifold and a little bit on the backside, but there's still stuff on the carb side that I'm kind of iffy about, so I'm going to look that up. But while I look that up, let's do a little throwback to when we actually picked this motor up, so that way you guys can kind of see the spot where it came from, where its origin story, if you will. Make this the Wolverine thing, where you just, oh wait, no, I can't do that. I might get copyrighted. Let's make it the W-Men, where the Wolver boy, you know, origin story style. Not, whatever. It's just me in a freaking car lot. Just go look at it. Okay, I'm gonna look this up. What's up, ladies and gents? So here we are a few months in the future. Or wait, no, in the past. In the past, we went into we time traveled. We time traveled. And we are pulling the motor. So what you're seeing in the video before this is what we pulled in the you know what I freaking mean. Anyways, this is the motor that we're gonna be using for the Nash Metropolitan. And it was in kind of like a project of sorts, where it was a Toyota chassis, Jeep body, all that good stuff. It got abandoned as a project, so now here it is. Denny, here it is. There you go. All right, well, now that I got that all figured out, oh, and I hope you enjoyed that, and big, huge thanks to my buddy for donating this to the cause. It's a beautiful motor, and I love Toyota 22Rs. I always have, and I've always wanted to do this. Seriously. Not necessarily in a Nash. The Nash came later, but I've always wanted to do some sort of 22R engine swap. So I'm freaking super pumped to have this, especially since it's not a 22RE. I love the carbureted stuff. Can be finicky and a pain in the ass, but they're still fun. They're still cool. So now I have a good idea of what we need to do. I just need to turn it around the backside of the motor. Let me show you, actually. Hang on. So there is the EGR valves and all of these right here. They go to the back of the engine. This gets plated off. This gets plated off. And then with these going around, they actually come back around to this side, but I'm not going to do that one yet. So for now, we'll just go ahead and get this whole section out, and that'll make a big difference. Ooh, there's quite a bit of leaves in there, so I gotta be careful. But once we do that, yeah, I think we'll feel a lot better. I'm actually gonna grease these up because they are pretty rusty, and I do not want to break exhaust manifold bolts off into the, oh, and they're actually studs. So I don't want to break the studs. All right, let's do that. Yeah, but before we spray these, we're gonna give this a nice little blow job because there's all kinds of stuff in. Wait, cut that. Don't put that in. We're gonna blow this thing off because there's still quite a bit of stuff in there.
5 hours later.
Probably should have done this in the first place. Oh my goodness. Yep, definitely should have done that before. Blow your motors, guys. You know what I mean. All right, I'm going to clean this up and then we'll go ahead and get right back to it. Okay, let's give these a nice lube down. Wait, hang on. No. Let's spray them. Yep, that's what I meant. What's going on with my lube? Oh, maybe if you turned it on, you dummy. All right. Yep, still not working. Maybe if you turn it on, you dummy. There it is. Yep, don't be afraid. Okay, we got something over there. I think for the most part, that's it. Pretty much everything's been coming off pretty easy, but this side scares me. So, all right, we'll let that sit for a sec and then we'll go after it. It's already looking so much better. Oh my gosh. Can't wait to get this carb off though. So that'll be coming up here shortly. I just want to make sure we got everything we need first. And then once we get that carb off, heck yeah. And we'll probably just let that sit and we'll get to the carb. We'll do a carb rebuild in a different episode. But for now, if we can just get a majority of what I know can come off, then I'll be freaking pumped on that. So we've already got a good pile going. Oh my gosh. I'll show you guys at the end. But yeah, I'm freaking pumped. So yeah, let's keep on trucking. Keep on trucking. God, I just can't. I don't know what it is. Like, the awkwardness just lives in my veins. Okay, these should be soaked up enough. I went and got a little bit of food in my belly because I'm fat. But yeah, before we take these off, though, I want to do this. Let me show you. So this is our power steering reservoir, and it is just in the way. And we are going to put it back on, or maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. But for now, I just want to get that top tube off, and then this whole thing can come off, and it'll free up some space for us. So let's do that really quick, and then we'll get to the EGR stuff, and hopefully that stuff will come off pretty easy. We'll see. And I decided we're just going to film this one, just in case one of those things snap. Oh, that's the wrong size. Okay. Please don't dump stuff everywhere. Please don't dump stuff everywhere. Please don't. No. Oh, good. That would have went everywhere. Okay. So there's that. And we got... Actually, now that I'm looking at it, this is different. These are different than what I've seen. So, we are going to pull these bolts and then see what happens. All right, be nice. they are in there. Yep. That's what I was afraid of. The ones closest to the motor are going to be definitely more likely to snap, but we'll figure it out. Okay, well, in the meantime, while that's happening, we can come over here. And pull this sucker. Gosh dang, so many different sizes. Oh yeah, go right under the motor. That's perfect. It's gone forever. Oh, found it. Okay. Whoa. So as I'm doing this, I'm putting as many bolts back into place as possible for now, just in case we end up using them to mount something else later. But yeah, that's gonna go. And then we've got a couple other spots to hit, but yeah, let's see if this back one will come off without busting like its sister over there. Nice. Well, 3 out of 4 ain't bad. Ooh. But yeah, those are definitely crusty. Holy crap. Okay. And this should just, yep, there it is. Sucker! Boom. Okay, well, I guess the busted one can just go in the trash. Let me get this cleaned up a little bit, and we'll see what's next. And now that we got to a point where a lot of the unnecessaries are gone, I see a couple brackets that I can take off, so I'm going to do those now too. So that way it's just less stuff we have to worry about. But we're getting pretty close. And I mean, it's a huge freaking difference. Holy crap. So I am going to do those last 2 pieces and some of the bracketry. And then we'll see where we're at from there. And we can do just kind of like a little walk around. I think we're like right there. So, okay, let's get to it. I'm going to time lapse again. There's really detailed videos on how to do this online, so if you want to find out, just go ahead and watch those. Makes it a lot easier than me trying to explain it. I'm trying to get this done as quickly as possible. I film these videos the Sunday before they come out, so I literally have like 3/4 of a day to do stuff and film it. I generally have one film day, and then other days I work on other projects that we got. So this is my one day to get this done. We'll get more into detail as we're installing things, but for now, this is just how we're going to go. So let's get to it and make it happen. Freaking okay, let's go. So for the most part, I got off all the things that I know up to this point that I wanted to eliminate from this project. So from here, I'm going to clean this up a little bit, make it just to a point where we could see the difference between before and after. And then I'll do a little walk around because there's still like little things like, you know, just... Gosh dang it. Where the freaking hell did that come from? Anyways, there's still things that I want to just kind of tighten up a little and make me feel a little bit better before, yeah, we wrap it up. So let me get that done and then we'll do a walk around. But so far, we're killing it. Looking good. I'm freaking pumped. Freaking... Sorry. Something I ate. I'll be good. All right, let's get to it. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good about this. I just kind of swept up and cleaned up because we're gonna call it, but whew, this was a huge difference, and here she is. Holy crap. Like literally it feels like it's missing this whole side of the engine. There is so much less of stuff and clutter on there. And mind you, I only took off the stuff that I knew about. Just the things that I've done my little amount of research on. There's still vacuum lines that we can plug up and take off. There's still probably that bracket that we can pull off and, you know, some other things. So if you see anything I missed, definitely let me know and I'll work on it. So, but as far as this goes, yeah, I'm freaking pumped. And look at the pile. Holy crap. I mean, I'm sure there's a couple hoses I can probably reuse and put back on, but what the hell? That is crazy, California. Oh my gosh. And once again, this is my first time doing this. I'm sure I might have done some stuff wrong. I'm sure I'm gonna have to go back and redo something. But, you know, I mean, that's pretty good. I only used a couple tools. I think I brought half my toolbox over here. Oh, and that doesn't even include this. Let's add that to the pile. Hang on now. Hang on. That is the pile. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. So in the beginning stages, you know, we're gonna do some things that aren't gonna be the final version of how we're gonna build this car. But I was going to pull the carb in this episode. I think it's going to end up being too much. I think that needs an episode all in itself. As I was blowing stuff out, it was pretty gunky. So I'm going to have to do like a full breakdown. We will use this in that episode and get as many parts as we can cleaned up and ready to go. But yeah, she's good. Oh, and check this out. I realized I never checked the oil since I pulled this thing. And look at that. Oh my gosh, come on. Focus. Check that out. Hell yeah. Freaking good oil. Not even watery, nothing. That is awesome. I am super stoked. Oh, okay. What do you mean? You look like you just had an energy drink. But yeah, that is freaking rad. That, in comparison, that is so cool. I'm pumped. I already cleaned it up as best I can. And for now, I'm going to go ahead and leave it alone. And yeah, I'm thinking, I don't want to mess with that. If I do get rid of some of these mounts, I may just cut them and use their old mounting zones as a like spacer. Because right there, it looks like it mounts into the engine mount, but then there's a space in between. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm fired up on this. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for us for this one. I am freaking pumped. That was a lot. And it's like, it's pretty rad, though, to see that starting to progress. I've actually had that in here for a while now. So, yeah. So we're going to keep on moving. And we have other projects that we want to work. I'm down here. We have other projects that we want to work into the channel. I honestly was going to do one today, like I said earlier, but I ended up doing this instead because it looks like you guys have a really big interest in it, which I'm freaking pumped about. That's so awesome. So for those of you who just started following because of this, thank you so much. For those of you who've been with us for a while and through all the nonsense and shenanigans. Thank you guys. You guys are amazing. You're diehards. We do have a membership program. It does help us in a sense in buying parts and just wherever else we can. So check that out. That's in the description below. And I think it is. If not, it's up there. I don't know. It's just, do the membership thing. So yeah, we did get a lot done this week. We've been kind of like clearing out some stuff that we don't really need anymore. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. I freaking love you guys. I mean, it's been so badass to see the subscriber numbers go up. We haven't seen that happen in a little bit, so that's awesome. And I want to keep seeing that going. So if there's anything, like I said, that I missed or that you know about these that I can do as far as something better or whatever, let me know. I know the kits to plug them off are online. I still got to get those. I was actually thinking about maybe building them myself. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's it. So I'm going to close this out. Next week, we may get to another project that's over there. We may do a ride video, but that one's probably not going to come anytime soon because my new KTM that we just bought, yeah, it's all over the place. Nothing happened. I'm just doing a full cleanup. So I'm rebuilding the carb, cleaning all the wiring up. The wiring was kind of a mess. No offense, Tyler. I know it was a guy before you. So I'm redoing all that. And so I figured might as well just pull the subframe, clean everything, and just get it to a point where it's dialed in and I don't have to do it for a while. So yeah, thank you guys. Love you. We'll see you in the next freaking video. We had this discussion. What do you think? Motherfucker, that's my knuckle. Oh. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, Denny did a bunch of work on his Razor yesterday while we were here. Let me go wide. And put on some of the parts from Econic Cycles that we got. And they are freaking slick. So we're going to do a whole nother catch-up video on this as soon as we get a chance to put the controller on and whatnot. So thanks to Gary at Econic Cycles. That is right there, Econic Cycles. Here, let me give him better representation. Econic Cycles. So hit him up for anything you need for modifications to Razors and any other type of electric bicycle that you can think of, because they are made in the US type brand of awesomeness. Yeah, you know what I mean. Anyways, yep, awesome.